Hey guys, it's the Plant Doctor here. Want to do a product review on this. I found this on Amazon. It had some really good reviews. I just wanted to see what it was all about. If you've been watching the channel here, I mentioned sometimes that I'm transitioning my front yard from Bermuda to zoysia. My neighbor has beautiful zoysia and it creeps over into my Bermuda, and as it comes over to the property line, I've been using post hole diggers to take plugs and then spread it around the front yard here, and it's taken off and it looks good. But this is a tool. It's a 5-in-1 tool, and one of the things that it does is you can do grass plugs with it. So wanted to open it up, show you guys what we have here. So this is a product from proplugger.com. I actually got this off of Amazon. I'll do my best to remember to leave a product link down in the description. So if you wanted to purchase this and use the link, it's going to help us just a little bit here on the channel. We get like, I don't know, 2% of everything we sell on Amazon. All right, so here we have it. Okay, this is proplugger, and comes out of the box. You have your instructions here. You have some rings here. So these rings, if I'm not mistaken, I remember reading about this on their website. You can put these rings, if I can get them off, put these rings down on the bottom of your plugger here, and you can control the depth at which, how deep you want to do your plugs. Okay, so you can do this for doing plugs, planting bulbs. I want to say that they also said you can use it for pulling weeds, but we're going to, today what we're going to use it for is to pull some plugs. We're going to pull some zoysia plugs, and then we're going to stick it in the Bermuda grass. So let's go take a look at that and see how well it does. All right, so we're over here in the side yard. This is where the Bermuda comes over from my neighbor's house into, or excuse me, the zoysia comes from my neighbor's yard over into my yard. And in between segments here, I went and read up on these rings that I showed you earlier. One's a 4-inch ring, so meaning you'll get a 4-inch plug. The other one's a 2-inch ring, so you can do a 2-inch plug or a 4-inch plug. I put the 4-inch ring on there. So this is the very first time I've used this, and let's see what it's going to do here. Oh yeah, that was very easy. So there's one. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. I can already tell I'm gonna love this thing. This is 6, that's 7, and that's 8, and I have filled up the tube, all right? So let's go around to where I want to plant these things and see how the plugs are going to come out of the tube. So I've already kind of raked out a spot here in the Bermuda. It was thin anyway, and so we're going to put these plugs in where this Bermuda is right now. So let's see how easy this empties. All right, there's all my plugs right there, and they just dumped out. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take that, put my plug in. And the beautiful thing about this is my plug depth and my hole that I'm putting in are going to be the exact same depth, 4 inches, because I've got that ring on there. So I don't have to worry about my plug being too high or too low. It's just automatically going to be the same depth all the way around. That's really nice. And I'll get a close-up here. Let me put this in the ground, show you what one of these plugs looks like that came out of here. Okay, see that? That's a really nice plug in the fact that you've got all this root zone that you pulled out. So you don't have to worry as much about your plugs drying out here because you've got a lot of root to work with. That's really beneficial when you're doing this. So I could probably do 100 plugs in less than 30 minutes, easy. I mean, we did 8 over there. What, it took 15-20 seconds to pull those 8. And you just come back over here, dig your holes. Now, one thing that I'll show you that I probably shouldn't have when I dumped it out, some of the dirt came loose on our plugs, okay? So maybe if you use this product, don't dump it out like I did. Here again, I'm learning. This is the very first time I've used this thing, but I'm already in love with it. I can tell that I'm gonna be able to get a lot of plugs in this yard this summer by using this thing. So let me grab this other ring real quick. I just want to show you a couple more things about this. So those plugs we were pulling were 4 inches deep. This is the 2-inch ring, and on your rings, it took me a second to figure this out. It says 2 on it, and this one says 4 on it. You can see the difference right there. Okay, there's our 2, there's our 4. And so you can use this for more than just plugging grass. I read the instructions. I mentioned bulbs. Another thing they said, you could pick weeds with it. So like, especially if you had like something like onions that had a big root structure, a bulb underneath it, you could get it out with this. Also planting small annuals, something in like a 3 or 4 inch pot. You could plant a couple hundred 3 or 4 inch annuals in no time with this thing. So this is a really well-made product. Just looking at the welds on it, the thickness, the gauge of this metal is thick, but it's not heavy. So this is, I like these handles too. They got the foam rubber on them. This is a good product. This is something that I'm definitely going to use a lot of in the yard. Guys, as always, thank you for watching The Plant Doctor. We appreciate the thumbs ups, the subs, and the comments. If you have a question about this product, leave the question down in the comment section. I'll do my best to look into it and answer it for you. And until next time, this is The Plant Doctor.